Namaste everyone. A very, very, very good afternoon to each one of you. Innond sati namaste. Namaste everyone. My children are a lot more enthusiastic and energetic. Parents, edidira, malgidira. Okay. ಊಟ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಗಂಟೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದೇನೋ ಹೋಗೋದು ಬರೋದು. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಸೆಷನಿಂದ ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ರಿಪಿಟೇಷನ್? ಹಾಂ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಐ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ರಿಪೀಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಐ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ಆ್ಯಡಿಂಗ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್, ಡಿಲೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ I really want to request the children to be seated. Children, please sit down. And as the more and more people are coming in, make sure that children are either sitting on a lap if they're too small, or they're sharing the seat with other little children. Request you to please take care of this one part so that everybody is able to sit and enjoy the show. So welcome to the annual day of Malgudi Utsav of 2025. It is a pleasure for us to be presenting the annual report of this year. So generally the annual report is done from the previous year Malgudi Utsav to the present Malgudi Utsav. So this is how we started the year 9th and 10th, a peek into few events, because 365 days is not a small, even if you have to say the entire day, it's difficult to put it on this. So a few things where I have a story to tell, or maybe just as a reminder. We believe that creativity is when you give freedom. And the new science also says, allow children to get bored, it's okay, they will become creative. We are not allowing them to get bored, but giving them different events just to kindle that little creativity, allow their color sense, their music sense, their body smartness to become a little more finer. One of our STA events has always been an inspiring one. So how many houses do we have in the school? 4 houses, correct. So in the 4 houses, grade 7, 8, 9, 10, they contribute to the academics, which is taken for the houses. The last year, it was the yellow house which stole the show academically, culturally, co-curricular activities, sports, everywhere. And the people behind the yellow house, the coordinators, they really pepped up with Dharnesh sir. It happens in all the houses, but some houses, children of that. So what they do is, they start looking at the small things, saying, if I can study a little more, on the 5 mark ನನಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಂದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಹೌಸಿಗೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So 7, 8, 9, 10, this is how we want them to go think and start looking at what contribution can I do in my little way so that it can make a bigger impact. If everybody in the class, in every class starts doing it, in the school, every school starts doing it for the state, it makes a huge difference without actually knowing what difference it is making. So the yellow house did put that little magic by end of it. So the STA, not just that, but it could be interviewing, it could be the voting part, it could be going and campaigning. Everything is how the democracy happens and how the freedom to choose, freedom to speak, freedom to express it's actually lived, because children must know how the society works. Generally, Kannada Rajotsava, we are invited to Kantirva Stadium. So the higher class students, we take them. This time we had celebrated in our school, and it was a wonderful event. Mobility, flexibility is something that we want children to develop and continue, so that because a flexible body will also help having a flexible mind. Learning and learning becomes easy. It is underrated. ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಅಂದ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. But no, even the body has to, because body, when it is flexible and mobile, it does magic to the brain. Our progressing toddlers, pre-mont, mont 1, mont 2, mont 3 ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಯಾಕೆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, not just in the classrooms. It is also the way they go out, they do gardening, they bring in their own corn, they make something out of it, they enjoy. They also participate in all the cultural activities, most of them, and I must thank the parents for that. They also are progressing because of progressive parents. The parents who come for the day at school and participate like children, they are doing brain gym with children. They look at the child saying, "You ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ನನಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ" ಅಂತ. So ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು they do worksheets, and there'll be a lot of childhood memories that gets kindled in the parents when they come to such kind of days that we organize. One of the most beautiful events that we have, colorful I should say, is the Krishna Janmashtami. It could be about the dressing up, it could be about bringing the Radha Krishna together, having the vibe about Radha Krishna. So the Montessori environment lights up literally in that way. These are the creative ways of looking at how every event in the school that is conducted can also be celebrated by the progressing toddlers up to their graduation. Beyond academic subjects, this time children were taught embroidery, because we believe it's an important life skill. It is not just for one or only for girls, only for adults. No, I think they should be self-sufficient. So this was one thing that happened. Also because jackets were given and we didn't want it to, I think we combined both of them. How important it is to connect to the world outside. Books onde idre, I will know. But adana use madidre, it will become a skill. So the more people I meet, the more I am ready to learn from them. That is when the true learning, that is when the true growth happens. So connected to the world outside, we are collaborated with young Indians who come and do several events in our school. And one of the events that they conducted over here was Chota Cop. So Chota Cop was an event where awareness about road safety, awareness about what must be done when you're in two-wheeler or in four-wheeler. And children were given a small report card where they had to analyze whether the parents are wearing helmet or no, whether they were wearing the seat belt or no. Because no matter how much we tell children, how much we tell anybody saying helmet hakkond hogbeko, unless and until I wear, my child will not do that. So it's not about telling, it's about doing it so that children simply follow. One more event that we had was World Environment's Day. Sir, he's our parent, he was gracious enough to come and conduct this event for us. And it was a beautiful event on Environment's Day. He taught children a song, and it was really informative. Academics is not just books, it's way beyond. And there can be a little creativity in academics too. So to help children deepen the learning, the best from waste, what all can be done that can also be used for subjects. How can unification of Karnataka be presented through a song, and each child who has their own talent had come together to present this song in assembly activity. a lot of our children go out to the inter-school for different competitions, like SOF. This is a national-based examination conducted for English, mathematics, and science. So our children have won several prizes there. This is in Taekwondo, where students have gone to inter-school, inter-taluk, and won several prizes. The hot buzz, AI, automation, robotics. So we are having UVPEP as our partner for automation and innovation. So they have, we have taken AI as a course for 7, 8, 9, 10 students. It has really been amazing to see how these children have been able to connect different things to the academics and to the world outside. For an example, there is this, the last one that you see on the corner, the soil moisture. Whenever the moisture in the soil goes down, there is automatic sprinkler that comes. We see it in a lot of places, but do they know how to build? And I know if I can give it to my children, they will go ahead, they'll try, and they'll build it. It takes me immense pride to talk to you about this child, Harshita Sharath, who's in the blue jacket, the second from that side. So she was selected as the top 40 students for she had participated in ISF Junicon, which was conducted by UVPEP, and we had done Innovation Hub a year back. These students had raised, it was similar to Shark Tank, where they had got into entrepreneurship, spoken about it, and they had raised funds for the innovation. One of the topics that was given over there was automatic attendance tracking. So the same project was taken, and this child has represented India in the top 40 in Hyderabad. So I would really want you to give a huge round of applause to this child. She deserves it fully. It is not easy because there are about more than 5,000 schools that UVPEP are having. And this child being extremely competent, both in creativity and problem solving. She is very, very, very committed, and somebody who gets a lot of laurels to the school as well. Thank you. Reconnecting with our core values. School must be a reminder where values are relived again and again, again and again. One of the values that we want to have is connectivity. According to us, our values over here in Malgudi, I truly believe there's no other bigger value than gratitude. Showering gratitude each day on myself and others. Showering gratitude on everything that I have around does magic to myself, to my environment, and to everybody who comes in touch with me. So we have a week of gratitude celebration that happens, and a lot of gratitude is also given to aunties, uncles, van drivers, of course teachers, parents, and others. Our family day, where families come with 3 generations, children, parents, and grandparents. It's been one of the most wonderful days that we come together without any agenda. Of course, we do play games over there. But I have a few parents who come and who surprise us each year. So one of the things that we had from one family that I want to show over there, they showcased a small bit of Ramayana. They took out that time of going and getting the costumes and showcasing that for Family Day because it's their stage. And not only them, there were other parents who came, who sang, and I want you to give an applause for those parents who taken their time to rehearse, learn, come, showcase, and create that memory for us and for everybody. Core value, again, is to stand and speak. I may falter, I may forget, I may take a pause, a longer pause, a shorter pause, but that's okay. I just have to keep going ahead. So we don't have any filter as to only this child must speak, that child must speak. Whenever it is intra-school competition, we want every child to come onto the stage, come on in front of the class and speak. And these are simple yet powerful opportunities for every child. This time the Dasara was celebrated a little differently from home. So there were these 9 Devis who had come, and there was a wall of fame that was created in grade 8 where Dasara as such was the value of Dasara, the significance of it in our life and what it does was actually portrayed. We go out of our usual environment, outside home, outside city, and we always say, outside school, we say, wow, what a wonder. Children have that spark in their eyes when they see something new. And these are the places where I feel some inspiration, some seed of inspiration is sown in a child, and they'll be like, this is something I really want to do. This was a visit to the Vishweshwaraya Museum, and this is the visit to Toyota. It was a beautiful, they have a eco-friendly environment there, and entire thing is automated. Children were given not only the way it works, but also what else can be done. So it was a beautiful session over there. Impact of waste dumping, value park. This time we also got an opportunity to go to the Vidhan Sauda and see a session, an assembly session in action. And I am sure if there is a bill that is to be passed, if there has to be a conversation that has to happen, a debate that has to happen, how is it actually done was showcased, and quite a memorable one. When we see those people, especially the passionate ones, who want to do something good for the society, and they're like, beke beko. You can see the passion in life, and it is definitely contagious. So these different kinds of events are not just for students, but also for parents. Again, from YI, we had Dr. Soumya, who comes from Masoom, from Dr. Ashwini's team, who had come, who had helped us understand a little more deeper into how a student would think. What would happen to the body if the body is sitting for too long? How is that? What is that small thing that you can do to inspire the child a little more? How to listen better? So all these things were actually given, and a lot of learnings have come, and it's got imbibed also. So if you ask me where did I learn, it is all integrated. And that's the beauty of being a person who's always ready to learn, and that's how I see my children. Upcoming events, very important. We did one session of child safety awareness by Dr. Ashwini, again from YI. I would request all the parents to please attend the next session. It is going to be online for your convenience. You can just log in. It doesn't have to be only for you. It can be also for your family members. It is an important session. we feel that, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಮೈ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೇಫ್, ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀ, ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್, ಅವ್ರು ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ದ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಶಿ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೀ, ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 12,000 children that she's spoken to, literally she was telling me more than 80% have been somewhere inappropriately either touched, spoken to, or made uncomfortable. And it's not only for girls, it's also for boys. It's 50-50. Right now it is 50% and 50%. ಬೇಕಾಯಿದ್ದು ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಬೇಕು. That's all we are saying. It's just an awareness. So what do? We just help you understand that this is what is possible. And ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬಂದು ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆಸ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ವಿ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಡೂ, ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ದಿರಾ, ಭಯ ಇಲ್ದಿರಾ, ನಾವು ಏನು ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. So that is the awareness that Dr. Ashwini wants to give us. I request you again, please make sure that you do attend the online session. One more very important session that we want to conduct is on early menarche, pre-menarche. Earlier, children would get matured, the girls would get matured at the age of 13, 14 years. Now we see children at the age of 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, 11 years. Very sad that those, young little children who are supposed to be laughing and playing, have to be, and we come from deep cultural beliefs. So ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಇದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತುಂಬ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. That's totally understandable, but it can be avoided. Why? How? That is what why should it be avoided, and what it does? It will not show up at the age of 20 or 25. It will show up at the age of 30, 35, 40, 45. So a lot of health issues begun at that time. So just to avoid all that, to be a little ahead, cautious, this awareness program is an essential one. Nimagilla, nanage hudigirilla, so it's okay, I don't have to. Please send it to your friends, send it to your family members who have children. So up to 10, 11 years is what you can attend, even to understand that, okay, this is something that is there in our hand. So these are the upcoming events. A few of them have been mentioned. The next, what I want to talk to you is about the result of 10th standard 24-25. The previous state rank that the school secured was state rank 6, but this time we have got state rank 5 by D. Purvi Sanmati by securing 620 marks. It's not easy. 621. It's not easy, but a very cool child. I don't know if she had shown any kind of different reactions at home, but in the school she would come coolly, sit coolly, write. Somebody who knew the textbook cover to cover. And we keep insisting this thing of, study the textbook. This is one batch I must talk about. So I had written a letter to them saying, if there's any batch where I have to find out different area, one in the service industry, one in the design industry, one in the creative industry, one in education industry, I think this is one batch I will go to, because they are like that. The 39 of them are differently talented, and you did give us a tough time, children. But you're also celebrated for whoever you are. This batch is somebody who is going to create a lot more impact to the world outside. And I can assure you that not just every batch, this batch is a little more excited and enthusiastic about that. So 21 out of 39 distinctions, 14 centims, And the kind of gap between each mark is like, 2 marks, 4 marks, 5 marks. So that's how the batch is. I want you to give a huge round of applause for these children, for all the effort and the result that they have gotten. Congratulations again. Before we get into felicitation and the other programs, I would want to welcome I would want you to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Dharma Prasad. I met Sir. Please go ahead and clap. Give me 2 minutes, sir. I'll call you on the stage. Sir, I met him in Young Indians Academia Connect. It was a session for grade 11 and 12 children. Of course, grade 10 schools were also invited, but it was majorly for them. They wanted to emphasize on what children can do beyond 12th standard, how to choose a career, how to see what you are good at. So there were people from hotel industry, there were people from software industry, there were people from another, I think biology part. Sir is a scientist. He is a former founder of a scientific company. He had given a speech. I remember the speech more than what he had told, and the conversation after the speech. He had told so beautifully about soft skills. Why is it important? And he has written a book that gives very simple ways to remember what a child can learn and inculcate in their daily life to naturally become good at whatever they take up. So I would want you to put a huge round of applause for Dr. Dharma Prasad. So please, sir.